China?
Yeah.
And how did you get across?
It was a frozen river in end of March in 2007.
So you travel on the frozen river.
Yeah. And we luckily didn't get shot by the guards. And when we got into the other side of the riverbank of China, that's when Mom got raped. And then they took us in a house. And they were like turning me around like a slave market, right? They checked my teeth and my body structure. And somehow being virgin is very precious in China. So they sold my mom for around $65. And it's 21st century. And they sold me less than $300. And they sold us separately. But the thing is, they didn't even try to force us. They were asking, if you don't want to be sold, you can go back to North Korea, right? And even North Korean regime doesn't punish me. I couldn't find food to eat. I was going to die anyway. Even if the regime doesn't kill me, the starvation was going to kill me. And for the first time, I remember that night in the trafficker's house, I saw a trash can. And I did not know what it was. So I asked this lady, like, what is that? And then like a round thing. I said, oh, that's a trash. Like, what is trash? It's like, oh, the things that you don't need to throw there. Like, you not throw it away. And it's like, what do you mean you have things to throw away? Because we never needed a trash bin in North Korea. We had nothing to throw. Even these hairs, it comes down. We don't have like heating like that. We have to start a fire. And starting fire takes the paper is very precious. So we burn like hair there to try to start a fire. Like literally nothing was thrown away in that
Even
country.
human poop, right?
Yeah, I mean that's the thing. That regime cannot have a fertilizer. They don't even have the technology to have a fertilizer. So they demand us to bring the poop. And as a kid, you go to school, the teachers beat you and then go home and look for poop. So I would go on the streets and looking if anywhere like a dog pooped or somewhere. Of course, like all those dogs are poops gone. So finding a poop, and when you don't eat much, you don't poop like in North Korea like few times a month. It's
Really?
very precious thing. Yeah, of course.
A few times a month.
Yeah.
And it becomes very precious, and you have to give it over to the regime.
Yeah. So that's nothing. It's being wasted.
So do they have toilets, or do you go to the bathroom in outhouses?
Oh,
Like,
we have all outhouses. They're digging a hole, but we have to lock it because some people come and steal it.
they come to steal the poop.
Yeah, it's a government quota. You get punished if you don't bring poop. Everything is punishment in that country.
So what is the quota? Like, how much poop do you have to give them?
So sometimes per family they say 1 ton. How do you find that?
A ton?
Yeah, so
2,000 pounds?
I do the kilograms, so like 1,000 kilograms, right? It's like a
1,000
ton, 1
kilograms.
ton. So
Yeah, it's about right. So,
yeah,
Yeah.
2,000. So per family, or they give you the quota. So
that's per year?
yeah. And then we have to bring them in usually January. So because the farming starts around March, so they have to, like in January they collect them and pile them up, and then they start burying it. And then when the thaw happens, and they start the farming process in the spring.
And even then, you don't get any of the food that they're
No,
growing.
it's a collective farm. So they take the 98% of the food to the regime, and then that 2% is spread among the elites who's running the farm. So you work entire year in the collective farm. You get nothing from it.